Hi everyone, I'm Anitah Cantele, Product Marketing Manager focused on our cloud and infrastructure solutions. Today we're going to talk about how you can accelerate your AI innovation and maximize uptime on Azure with New Relic. Before we get started, I wanted to share a fantastic customer story.
Think about it like this. If you were to go to your local corner shop on a Sunday morning to buy some milk and eggs for breakfast, you wouldn't want to tap your card not knowing if it's going to work or not. You want it to work every single time, 100% of the time. We provide a cloud-native core banking platform that aims to help banks modernize their legacy systems in a frictionless way. So our observability journey started off, like most people, where our clients would inform us when something wasn't working with our platform. As we matured as an engineering organization and as a product, we wanted to be ahead of the game and be able to proactively identify any issues that could affect our clients.
Yeah, so we're really trying to change the culture at 10x for teams to have a lot more ownership and be a lot more accountable for the services that they run in production. Really getting the teams a lot closer to the key metrics, basic questions around how many logins are we getting, how many users are on the platform.
The thing I like most about the New Relic platform is having all our telemetry data in one place. Having more focused production insights, we have been able to make better capacity management decisions to help ensure that our platform stays as performant as possible.
What I like the most about New Relic is the ability to customize and to write queries that are specific to the elements of my services that I want to monitor the most. In that way, I can build dashboards that focus on exactly what I need to focus on for my services to support them operating correctly in production. The ability that New Relic provides to allow you to correlate specific requests or between services all the way from kind of infrastructure through to the front end is really powerful and makes it a lot easier to diagnose issues and to identify problems as well before they arise, because that helps us build our culture as well when we've got engineers talking to each other across different teams, getting to know each other, breaking down some of those silos.
Having all our data available in one place, it allows me to make informed decisions and makes me feel empowered that I have the ability to deliver a great customer experience to our clients.
I love hearing how 10x Banking is able to proactively monitor and solve performance issues on a single platform, really enabling them to monitor their apps and their underlying infrastructure in one place. Before we talk about how New Relic can help you identify and solve issues quickly, I wanted to share some of the key challenges we hear from customers when managing and monitoring cloud environments. Managing application uptime and performance becomes more difficult in a cloud-native environment or after migrating to the cloud. And this is really due to the vast number and variety of cloud resources that an application relies on. This results in limited visibility across your cloud architecture and teams, making it overwhelming and hard to identify the source of a performance issue. Engineers need to gather the right telemetry for each resource, establish tagging for correlation, create dashboards, and set thresholds for acceptable performance. And even with these measures in place, teams often find it challenging to correlate data across different dashboards to determine the cause of a performance issue. With cloud-native infrastructures, you're also dealing with more frequent deployment cycles and continuous integrations, continuous delivery pipelines, and organizations have built DevOps practices for engineering teams to collaborate using cross-functional teams. But with the shift left trend, developers need to be able to catch problems before they become painful and expensive to solve later. To deploy more often, you need to ensure stability. You'll want to track deployments so that you can correlate them to your application's performance. And finally, cloud environments can be costly if resources are not monitored and managed efficiently. Teams need to understand and allocate infrastructure resources to ensure performance as they scale, while still managing the cloud costs. To efficiently manage the performance of your cloud application and infrastructure, you need full-stack observability so that you can connect and correlate your telemetry data to identify the source of the performance issue. You need to be able to connect all your telemetry data, but also make sure that all your teams have access to it so that they can effectively manage your solution. New Relic unlocks the value of full-stack observability by providing the most comprehensive platform and capability coverage for faster, accurate insights. You can connect and correlate all your data and access over 30 observability capabilities all in one place. Our platform is powered by AI, so we provide intelligent insights out of the box. We are built for enterprise scale, so regardless of the size of your organization and data, we can help you get insights into your architecture. We are the largest support for the open source ecosystem. The way to think about our platform is in two parts. Our data cloud. This is the ability to easily bring all of your telemetry to one place so that you have a single source of truth. This includes your metrics, logs, events, and traces, all in one platform. The other part of it is once all your data is in place in the data cloud, we enhance all that data through our AI-powered insights. This provides teams data in context with automatic anomaly detection so that they can identify issues proactively. The New Relic Intelligent Observability Platform is built with AI in the heart of it. By harnessing the power of AI, we turn your data into intelligence so you and your teams can effectively manage your cloud environment. So what do we mean by intelligent observability? Well, intelligent observability is dynamic. It automatically monitors and makes sense of all the services or systems in your digital estate and your ever-increasing data as we dynamically track any changes in real time. It's agentic. It predicts potential issues before they arise, evaluates consequences, continuously learns, and autonomously prevents problems with minimal human intervention. It streamlines your software development lifecycle and operations, significantly reducing toil and allowing your teams to focus on innovation. And it's impactive. It bridges the gap between telemetry data and business outcomes by connecting the insights from your digital estate to your business KPIs. It ensures that every user can use observability, and this empowers informed decision-making across your organization, making sure that you're driving investments that truly matter. So let's take a deeper look at what New Relic provides for you on Azure. Firstly, we provide fast and simple instrumentation with pre-built dashboards that make it really easy to access insights and find issues quickly. Our insights are intelligent and out of the box. Once all your application and infra performance data is in New Relic, you can automatically correlate your data in a single UI and view the relationship mapping between your applications and their underlying infrastructure. We support your AI innovations by providing end-to-end AI monitoring solution in New Relic. And New Relic provides first-class support for OTel, enabling rapid onboarding, automatic correlation, and out-of-the-box insights in a New Relic native UI. So let's talk a little bit more around the fast and simple instrumentation. Firstly, we have partnered closely with Microsoft to provide an Azure native solution, which is built in Azure for Azure, so that you can get access and use New Relic in the same way you would any other Azure service. With New Relic's Azure native service, you can get started directly in the Azure portal. And we're going to take a little look at that in a few moments. Secondly, all your data will remain in Azure while accessing insights from the New Relic platform. In addition, you can onboard all your data with over 775 New Relic quick starts, including things like Azure VMs, Azure App Service, AKS, and Azure Database Services. And finally, you can utilize your Azure spend commitment and manage all your costs on a single Azure bill that includes New Relic. Let's go and take a quick look on how easy it is to get started. As you can see, I'm now in the Azure portal. And if you're like me, you'll have New Relic as one of your favorites. If not, you can search for New Relic in the bar above. So I'm going to click into our New Relic solution. And here you've got two options, either to get started with New Relic, that will take you to the marketplace page where you can learn more and get yourself set up as a New Relic customer, or just go directly and create a New Relic resource. So we're going to do that right now. So I'm going to click into here. You can either link it to an existing New Relic account or go and create a new one. I'm going to create a new one just for the purpose of this demo. So first of all, you are going to set up the basics. So I am going to connect my resource group. And so I'm going to make that a build resource. I'm also going to go and name my resource. So I'm going to name it Demo Gorgon Azure for all of us in Azure. And then we are going to go on to the next step. So the next step, you can really set up and include and exclude the metrics you want to capture. And this helps you basically optimize what resources you pull and pull all the relevant resources you need. You can also add send subscription activity to logs by checking this box. And finally, you can actually go and set up tagging with names and value and tag each of your New Relic resources. Your next step would really be to go and review it and create your resource. So some of your next steps would be going into the app service to enable APM agents, or going to your virtual machines or Kubernetes to enable infrastructure or your Kubernetes agents. You can also verify that New Relic is receiving data in the monitored resources tab that you can see here, and resources that are checkmarked green are already sending data to New Relic. So we've spoken about how easy it is to get started with the Azure native service. And once you're connected, you can use the over 775 quick starts to instrument your specific services. So New Relic's intelligent observability platform also enables immediate troubleshooting with AI-powered out-of-the-box insights. I want to talk about some of the capabilities. Firstly, New Relic automatically correlates application and infrastructure, eliminating blind spots and allowing teams to accelerate response times without the need for tagging. You can also easily view all your Azure resources on a single Azure UI, making it really easy to manage resources, identify issues, and troubleshoot quickly. We also make it really easy or proactively help you find issues before they impact your customers by providing instant anomaly detection with intelligent alerting using AI ops. Let's go and take a look at how you can go and see all your applications and infrastructure on a single screen. So now we are in the New Relic platform. We're going to take a look at an e-commerce application that's been instrumented directly from the Azure portal that both the application and Kubernetes telemetry data is feeding into New Relic. Before we get started, I wanted to show you our new Azure UI. This UI brings together all your Azure resources onto a single screen. So you can see your application insights, for example, your Azure functions, containers, and even your databases, disk storage, all on a single screen so that you can really manage your resources and see if there's any issues running on any of your Azure resources. But let's go back to our APM and services page. With New Relic, you can really understand the relationship across both your application and infrastructure. And you can see this both within your infrastructure UI and your APM UI. But let's take a look at it directly from our APM. I want to go and have a look at our Azure cart service. So here you can see I'm on the APM UI. You can actually see all of your web transactions, throughput errors, transactions, even your logs and infrastructure all on a single UI. But one of the things that I'm noticing is that we've got some kind of a critical alert. So on New Relic, you can also take a look at the relationship and dependencies of your application and its underlying infrastructure by using our service maps, which are just over here. So if there are any issues, you'll be alerted in red, just like this little red alert here. And you can actually go into the map to understand where the source of the alert is. So here you can see it's actually coming from a Kubernetes cluster. This is really just a snapshot into New Relic's capabilities and an illustration of how you can go and identify issues in real time and get in-context insights to help you find the cause of a problem quickly. With New Relic, you can see your entire stack in one view with all of your infrastructure monitoring, APM, logs, data in context on the most powerful all-in-one observability platform. So no more silos, no more swiveling between different tools. You can actually go and find the source of your issue and fix it really quickly so that it doesn't impact your customers. So everybody's excited and starting to innovate and building AI applications. New Relic is the first observability platform to provide APM for AI monitoring solution. And we provide instant visibility into your entire AI stack. So firstly, you can onboard quickly with your Azure AI and ML integrations. Secondly, you'll be able to access out-of-the-box insights, which provide trace-level details into your AI responses. And for those of you who want to compare costs and look at your performance data so that you can really optimize the way that your costs and resources as you build those AI applications, you can do that. And in addition, you can also manage and omit any sensitive data so that you can make sure that you're following security and compliance regulations. So let's go and take a look at our AI monitoring solution. So let's take a quick look at New Relic's out-of-the-box experience for AI monitoring. I'm in our AI monitoring solution now, and here we have a Gen AI chatbot. I'm going to click into this to take a look at how it's performing. As you can see, we have a full APM experience for my AI application. This gives me a comprehensive view into all my performance for this chat app. I can even see all the responses and tokens. I can click into all the responses to see a more detailed view of what's been happening over time. Here you can see all the responses that have happened over a 24-hour period. In fact, one of the responses has got some kind of alert. I'm going to click in to learn more. By clicking in, I can delve deeper into what is going on with this response to gain understanding of what has occurred and how I can manage any performance issues. With New Relic AI, you and your team will get complete visibility into your AI stack, so you can ensure high performance and manage your AI-related costs. So New Relic is 100% committed to supporting open standards and OTel, and we want to ensure that everybody has a first-class experience regardless of how they've instrumented their data. So let's talk about what we provide for OTel and open standards. Firstly, we make instrumentation really, really seamless. You can instrument using the OTel collector for Kubernetes, for example, or use Node Exporter for Prometheus. And once your data is instrumented onto New Relic, you can instantly access out-of-the-box UIs that are populated with all your golden signals. We also automatically provide relationship mapping between your application and infrastructure so that teams can debug much faster and automatically correlate both their application and infrastructure to identify where the source of a problem might be. So regardless of whether you are using New Relic proprietary instrumentation or you're using OTel, you will have the same experience on New Relic. New Relic's intelligent observability platform is really empowering customers to succeed. Whether you're migrating to the cloud and need to ensure seamless experience or innovating with modern architectures, New Relic enables you and your teams to manage performance, boost productivity, and efficiently control resources and costs. So let's discuss a couple of examples. Intrada is a leader in property management software, and they overcame high error rates and a fragmented team ownership to migrate to the cloud successfully. Partnering with New Relic, they gained insights into their tech stack, accelerated their transition to the cloud from 12 to 7 months. This minimized disruptions and improved operational continuity. Post-migration, Intrada saw a 99.7% reduction in daily error rates and eliminated severe incidences, really enhancing the user experience and reducing delays. So that's huge business impact for a customer. Another example is 𝗦𝗲𝗀𝗶cie, part of Turo. They are car sharing websites in France, and they had more than 2 million registered users and a fleet of over 30,000 vehicles across France. For them, data management and data correlation was key to proactively detect issues before they impacted their users. They identified 10 issues not even in a day after installing the agent, and were able to improve response time by over 40% on the back end. Now that infrastructure and app performance are correlated, the developer jobs have become even more simple and more efficient, and they've drastically shortened the learning curve. So helping them innovate faster. And the last one is really 𝗦𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 that I wanted to share. They're an example of one of India's largest online food and grocery stores, and they deliver to over 20 cities. India is projected to reach 1 billion smartphone users in a few years, so the demand and speed and convenience has never been higher. They're also in a very competitive space, retail, so they need a reliable performance system and to be resilient at all times. They've been able to reduce application infrastructure costs by 35% and identify performance bottlenecks and inefficiencies in app performance and resource utilization. Now that you're ready to get started with New Relic, let's talk about how you can get started. First, let's take a look at the Azure native New Relic service in the marketplace. To get started, you can get started for free with a New Relic account. You'll get one free user platform. And finally, you can take a look at newrelic.com for documentation that will provide step-by-step details to help you get set up.
New Relic loves Azure, just like you love Azure. But this is no bizarre love triangle. It's just a commitment to store all your telemetry data in Azure, be in the Azure Marketplace, let you set up agents, logs, and metrics right from the portal, to make onboarding irresistibly easy. End-to-end observability with New Relic in Azure. You'll love what you see.